PlayStation and shit going on too.
Yeah, man.
Feel me?
Yeah, I'm in the middle. Yeah, me and Try.
I'm right here, nigga. I hear you. I'm right here. I
You
hear
know, I
you.
say me and Try in the middle of working. We doing a group album like you and J Hood is me and Try doing our own thing, and so we've been locked down for we locking down for 3 days, so we should be done in like 2 weeks.
All right, that's what's
EP,
up, my nigga.
you know what I'm saying?
That's way
Yeah,
overdue,
so
my nigga.
we kidnapped Dusty and you know what I'm saying, got him in there making. So we're doing everything from scratch. So I've been going live, doing the whole thing from scratch, so everybody can see the whole process. So everybody can tag their nephews and nieces that do music. So they can see like how the shit is really done. You know what I'm saying? As far as from scratch. You know what I'm saying? Like remember, we're not from the era where we rapped over people beats. Nothing wrong with it, but we just ain't from that. So I want to show everybody what it's like to sit there with a producer and you know what I'm saying? So we've been going live through the whole project as like a point of attack to, you know, show West Coast hip hop creativity, man.
Right.
Even if, and then what it is niggas gonna listen to it and be like, nigga, my shit better than that. And that's gonna inspire niggas to, you know, that's gonna make people work together and do something better than that.
Right. Right.
So everybody wins. We want you to feel like that. You know what I'm saying?
While you in the studio, y'all better do Stormy out. Don't shoot on me. You better make that a song.
We saved that.
You do not.
I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that for my album. That's for my shit. I'm gonna save that.
Yeah, you got to, buddy. That gotta be the first single. Nigga, Stormy out. Don't shoot on me.
Don't spill your phone. On my mama.
You call that the George Floyd.
Hey, Clive, he took too long. I'm about to call weed maps. That nigga take it too long. I'm about to call weed maps. That's when you know you thirsty.
Bro, you been getting your weed from weed maps still?
When I'm in Valencia. You know what I'm saying? I'm far. I'm at the lab by Magic Mountain.
Oh yeah.
So I gotta go with whatever's going on right now.
Nigga, you over by me. You at Magic Mountain?
Yeah, well pull up, man. Pull up after this damn interview.
Boy, you right off the 5 freeway? Or the 405?
I definitely don't want to give too much location on this motherfucker, but
I know, my nigga, I know.
But really, the project just came so fast. It's on some and it was something me and him, you know, me and him went to high school together. We not rap friends, so it's kind of dope. And you know, I learned so much from fucking with him and how we rock. We like red meth and shit, like how we rock. I'm like didn't know. Now I know though, because we already got everything locked in. We're doing 9 dope ones. We got a couple and we got Skull on it. You know what I'm saying? But we kind of like keeping it real funky. So you matter of fact, the damn song.
I seen TriStar freestyling, nigga, yesterday. You posted the one yesterday where niggas went crazy, nigga.
Okay, I'm gonna send you the finished song. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send it right now. I got my phone right here.
One with Try on that motherfucker.
That's the one. That's called I'm Not Perfect. We did the one. That's I'm Not Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so send your ass up in there, nigga. You feel me?
Yeah. I had already did my chicken shit part. So you know we the people want to know where that live was. I cut it off, motherfucker.
It's all good, man. Make sure you cut that goddamn location off. You'll be good.
Oh yeah, I took that Snapchat out of my shit. That's the shit that really give up your location.
Oh, Snapchat? I ain't never had Snapchat.
Yeah, because what I do is good for the videos because you get the good 1 minute and then you just save it and post it to other shit. That's the only reason I use it, to get the 1 minute videos.
Yeah, man. This Smoke a Lot Radio, man. Motherfucker, it's your host with the most Gelato smoke yuck motherfucking mouth in the house, man. With the illest nigga in Nebraska, B.
California, oh my mama.
And we got a motherfucking super special guest tonight, man. It's about to be dope. You're about to get a lot of history on music, a lot of history in these motherfucking streets, mate, and a lot of solutions, man, for you young motherfuckers out there tearing shit up, man. You need the OGs to speak and give us some jewels and some gems, you know what I mean? Lace our shoes up, you know what I mean? Straight up, man. So we're going to talk to the legendary Stan Sheppard tonight. You know what I mean? Damn, man, that man, boy, is so legendary in this shit, man. And I got to doing this, reading his shit, boy. He's so legendary, boy. This man got Grammy hits. Like, he wrote all types of hits for all types of motherfuckers, man.
Oh man,
He's deeper than management.
He been in the building like the bottom stairs bathroom.
I mean, before the building was in the building, bruh. And we have him in the building. Let's add him to the Playboy. OG, we in the building. Stan, welcome to Smoke a Lot Radio, boss man.
How you doing?
Hello?
Legendary.
Stan, how you doing, boss man?
We got a connection that's kind of like a machine gun sound.
It's a machine gun sound?
Still?
Is that on your end?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
How you doing, yeah?
Come on, man. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you in the building, boss man. I know you attending to some live shit that you got going on right. Hold on, let's put you in the middle, man. Hold on, let's.
Yeah, make him the main guy. He got to be the main guy.
Yeah, let's get. How do we get him in the middle? Oh, I know how to do it. Let me do this, and then boom, pull him over. God, there we go. Here we go. Stan, man.
How you doing?
Oh, man, it's an honor, man. God is good. You know what I mean? We just trying to chop it up with you and get our motherfucking shoes laced, man. Period. You dig?
It's a pleasure to be here with everybody, and I really appreciate the time and everything, man. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Definitely, man. This is my co-host, Kato Fonia.
Kato, how you doing, young man?
How you doing, man? It's a blessing to have you, man.
Man, I've heard a lot about you, Kato. I've talked to a lot of people say you guys are very special people, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Oh,
thank
man.
You, thank you.
Hey, man, no. Hey, that's doper than the Coke line at El Chapo baby shower. You know what I'm saying? I at you, man. God damn, we gotta have some lighten up, man. We always sitting in the house. The world is crazy. Let's have fun with us. On Smoke a Lot, we want to bring the energy that a lot of people can't get to you because you don't open up to everybody. So we want to try to just open up that real deal Holyfield so I can tell a corny joke. I'm with it. Fuck it.
That's right. That's right. No, I try to stay out of the public eye as much as I can. And I just turned 70 years old, so it's a time for me where I'm very selective about who I work with and what I do, because when you get this age, every day is important. And so for me, I just have to be very selective about what I do and who I do it with. As simple as that.
Man, I want to talk about this book, this audio book and the book that you got called Sharks, Demons, and Gangsters.
Yes, that book took me 4 years of writing and rewriting. And it's a book that's not a gossip type book. It's a book that's filled with facts, no conjecture. It's not my opinions or anything. And it takes you from the start of Black music in America up to where we are right now. And my family was one of the 4 architects of Black music in America. My father was a man by the name of Bunky Sheppard. Bunky Sheppard was, up until he died in 1997, was the #1 promotion man in all of Black music for many years. And I was raised up under him and my uncle, which was Ewart Abner. They went on with 2 friends to start a company called VJ Records. Now, this was back in the 50s, the late 50s. Well, they became very, very successful. They had Jerry Butler. They had all these different types of stars over there. My father used to have this guy that used to come over to the house. His name was Gene Chandler. And he had a tune called Duke, 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 Duke of Earl. And they used to do that in my basement. then we had another
Hold
group.
on, hold on, man. You're going too fast. The Duke of Earl was in your goddamn basement. Hold up,
Yeah.
slow up.
Yes, my father produced the Duke of Earl on Gene Chandler, and he did that recording in my home in the basement. And we used to have the Dells come over. We used to have the Shy Lights. All of these people who were from Chicago, and they would come over to my house because my father was a gangster, and I'm just going to say the truth. And he was what they called the godfather of payola. And he was a very, very incredible man, but a very gangster
Ruthless
type.
man.
Very stern about his business.
He was
Also.
very stern. He actually meant what he said.
He's gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
In the era of the alpha male.
He's gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. That's what Jay Prince say. I'm gonna make him an offer they can't refuse.
On my mama.
Well, he was a very effective man. He started the careers of Barry White, Stephanie Mills, Lionel Richie. He was my uncle and my father were president and vice president of Motown for many years.
I was gonna get into that. I was gonna say what was when your dad had these artists, when y'all had VJ Records, was that actually before Motown?
That was before Motown.
So y'all was the first black label even before Motown even hit the scene.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's legendary. See, I had to get that out there for the people to know that it was VJ Records before Motown ever existed.
Not
and
only
a lot of Motown artists came from VJ Records.
Not only that, you have to check this out. VJ Records was the first label to sign the Beatles.
The Beatles?
Did you hear me?
The fuck?
Did you hear me?
Pops had the Beatles?
VJ Records. It was my father, Ewart Abner, Vivian Carter, and Jimmy Bracken. They were VJ Records, and they even had Burt Bacharach coming in there to do work.
I want to hold your hand.
Yeah.
They was holding the fuck out some hands.
And so the Beatles, they signed the Beatles, and then the first album is called Introducing the Beatles. And so then the company ran into some financial problems, and they sold the contract to Capitol for the Beatles, where they still are today.
Wow. That's a history lesson.
You heard it here first on Smoking Hot Radio.
So a black record label, the first black record label in America, was the first label to sign the Beatles. Not a white record label.
No. It was called VJ Records, and the album was Introducing the Beatles, and that was their first United States recording anywhere. And so it's, people don't really understand that. And so I'm a historian, and I've just lived it. And I know where all the bodies are buried. I know everything about this business, and nobody can really educate me on anything. And that's not, how would you say, that's not braggadocious. It's just like I tell my people, if you've been doing plumbing for 70 years, then you know how to fix pipes, and you know
how to fix pipes.
I'm not saying that I'm any better than anybody else. I've just been around the champions, and I know how they function, and they taught me, and I'm good at it. So it's just as simple as that.
So your pops, let's lean back into this Motown thing. Not only was your pops instrumental in a lot of artists, but what gave you the niche? Like, I heard you started doing your thing with the musicians and co-writing and co-producing, right?
Yes, I always I was in the military up until I was about 26. And when I got out of the military, I always, my father was in the business, and I felt I had something to offer from a creative side, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do or how to do it. So I just started hanging around people, and I was lucky enough to meet a man by the name of Joe Jackson. And he
Now,
had,
my boy, that wouldn't happen to be. Look, Stan, I want to tell you this. Even before I was born, I used to live next door to a brother named Joseph Jackson that worked at a steel mill, and he had a bunch of talented children. I used to always hear him talking about the children at lunchtime. That wouldn't be happening to be that brother.
yes, it would.
Okay.
And what happened was that Joe and my father, Joe Jackson and my father became very close. And I was doing talent shows because remember, I was trying to fit in somewhere and I was with a group. And so we were trying to do talent shows all over the South Side. And Joe Jackson brought his family in, 5 young kids, and me and Jermaine and Jackie started hanging out together, doing shows. And to this day, 40 some odd years later, we're all tight. And I even lived with them when I first moved out to California. They helped me. I didn't have any place to stay, and they helped me.
Now, look, everybody.
Hold on, man. We can't let that just slide.
That's what I'm saying.
Said, for the millennials don't know the language. They just know Michael Jackson.
Yeah, let them know.
He told you that he just bought in the game by Michael Jackson's father, Joe Jackson.
Joe Cola.
When they had an idea, you know what I mean? Start hanging with the Jackson 5. You know what I mean?
But yeah,
not
just all the Jackson 5. He fucked with my nigga Marlon and Jermaine.
Yeah,
it's a reason it was them two. That's what I was trying to get on.
Yeah,
because everybody always got all these stories. I sometimes want to know about my oldest player, Marlon.
Marlon is like this. Marlon was a little younger than me, so it was the one I used to sneak. We used to have. This is gonna be funny. When the Jacksons were really, really taking off, it was me, Jermaine, and Jackie and Tito that were hanging buddies, and we formed a. It's gonna be funny. We formed a group called the Wine Squad, and what we did.
I told you that.
So y'all like Color Me Bad.
Yeah, we had a group called the Wine Squad, and we used to sneak out because they weren't allowed to go out all the time, and so we would go to park. I'd sneak them out the back run, and so we go to parties all over Compton, everywhere. Just before it was a whole lot of gangbanging going on the way it is now.
You was rolling through Compton with the my nigga Jackie, Tito,
yeah,
guys.
Because guess what? We had a great time because when all the girls would find out the Jacksons were coming, boy, we had fun. We could just go with them.
I can imagine.
The panties was dropping.
So we were cool. So I had a good time with them, and then I went on. I was working in MOTOWN, and Jermaine asked me to join him at the family business, which I did, and I worked there for 2 years, and we put on the show in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand. Is where we united the family on stage for the first time, all of the members on stage at the first time ever doing a live performance.
Was that Motown 21?
No. No, it was called the Jackson Family Honors. And that was, as I was saying, that was the first time all the members were on stage at the same time. Janet, Michael, everybody. It was an incredible night. And after I went, was working there for 2 years, I met a young man by the name of DJ Battlecat. And I have a very dear friend named Michael Harris. You guys know him probably as Harry-O. So he's been a very dear friend of mine for over 30 years. And so when he encountered some of the issues he was dealing with, then I was working with Battlecat from that day on, and we still work together 25 years later. And,
so when you linked with Battlecat, did you guys start your own record label and get it going? Or
what happened was that when I met Battlecat, I had gone over to Capitol Records, and they offered me the first full-service gangster rap label in Capitol Records history.
G-Vine?
G Vine, yes.
Vine, yeah.
It was called G Vine. And all I did was sign gang members and try to redirect their lives. And that was what I was doing. But what happened, that was in, I think that was in 95. And at that time, the chairman of Capitol and the president came to me after they had given me the label, and they sat me down. This is going to be very interesting. They sat me down and they said, Stan, we have a proposal to put forth for you. I said, what is that? They said, we are trying to buy Death Row, and we can't get Suge to the table. And we've got Jimmy Iovine. Can we put him on the phone with you? I said, no, I don't need to talk to him. I said, why would I need to talk to him? You already have him in your fold. Is that correct? He said, yeah.
Can I ask you one question? Was this a specific reason they wanted to buy the label?
Yes. What they wanted to do, let me not jump ahead, but I'll answer your question.
Okay.
When they gave me my label, I thought it was to expand the black music division because I have extensive connections throughout the country to break records.
That's what I'm trying to get at. There you go.
Okay. All right. So now, outside of that, they sat me down. They said, Stan, we can't get Suge to return a phone call. We can't get him to the table. And they are 85% of the income of Interscope Death Row. Can you help us?
Yeah.
I said, well, yeah, I think I can. I said, let me have the phone. So I got the phone and I picked up and called my buddy from Compton. His name is Lee Ford. He's from the Lotus Park area. And he was raised on the same street as Suge. And he's been my business partner for 26 years now. And Suge has a lot of respect for him. And so he got Suge to call me right back while I was sitting in front of the chairman. And
wow.
That blew their mind.
Yeah, that just blew my mind. Shit. Power.
So,
blew my shit away.
Suge and I have a very, respectful relationship. And because he knows I know a lot of people from Compton that he knows, and they're very good friends of his.
He know you what's called with the business.
Well, I know a lot of people there that know him. And I said, Suge, would you do me a favor and consider sitting down with the president? He said, for what? So I said, they want to buy your company. He said, Stan, are you kidding me? I said, no. He said, okay. So we went back and forth, negotiating for about 2 months. And I thought I had a deal done. And this is a trip. I know you both have probably been through things I'm getting ready to tell you now, but we had the deal. Then I went home. I woke up in the morning thinking I had a deal, and we were getting 5% of the deal. Well, the deal was worth $260 million.
Jeez.
So I had 5% of that, right? So long story short, the president calls me and says, Stan, I thought we had a deal with Suge. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, did you read the paper? I said, no. He says, the owner of Seagram's flew in last night and bought Death Row. So 10 million some odd bucks went out of my hand and a phone call. But long story short, that's what went down, and they knew I had good connections there, and that's what it is. Now here's the clincher. After the deal was done, I went up to Capitol and I was blocked at the gate.
No.
And so I said, wait a minute, I've been coming up here for 2 months I've been negotiating with you guys. Why am I not allowed on the premises? They said, you're connected to the Compton Pyrus and you are not coming in this building anymore.
Just because you was able to make that phone call to Suge.
Yes.
And use it against you.
Yes.
You got
They
red
lost
ball.
the fucking deal. Now, if they would have got the deal, you would have been welcome in the building.
They red balled you.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I really thought they were kidding, to tell you the truth. And they escorted me off the lot.
And so, but you had a whole record deal. You had a black record label there. They dropped the label too?
They got out of black music. They disbanded the whole division because, to answer Cato's question, they could, you see, in business.
There we go.
In business, you can only do two ways of becoming successful. That's either R&D, which is research and development, or you have to steal what's already been researched and developed.
Right. Right.
Music labels, Capitol, did not have the time to build from the ground up a black music division. They thought bringing me in, because I had connections all over the country at radio, they're thinking, oh, let's give this dude some money and he can help us do everything else. And oh, by the way, he's got connections to Compton. Oh, by the way, he's got connections to Watts in South Central. They found out everything and then banned me from the company when it all went down. And so
Stan, do you think that some of those dealings, that body gave birth to the what they call rap police? Because they knew too much about the streets too fast.
No, you know what we used to do when I say we? Executives, right?
Mm-hmm. All
we do is pay $20 an hour to some gangbangers. Now this is the truth.
That's what I know what I'm asking.
All we do is we used to bring them in and say, explain what this line means. What is he saying there? Educate us. And then they make $200 or $300 for the day just listening to music, and then they're gone. But we know everything that's going on. So if we know everything that's going on, what do you think the police do?
You heard it here first on Smoking on the Radio.
What do you think the police are doing?
Police will get a dope fiend gangbanger. He coming in wiggling and doing all types of and telling anything without no money.
No, but see, they wasn't getting them. They was getting real niggas, so they was getting the real story and the real dialogue.
Oh yeah, and the funny thing
from the decision makers and members, not, you know what I'm saying.
What's so funny, Kato?
That's why, not to cut you off. That's why, Yuck, I was asking the question because I'm listening to the dialogue and I'm like, some of that shit. And that's why I asked that question. I kind of felt like something had to be going on for certain shit to be known.
Oh yeah, this is well, you guys both know this business is worse than drug business. Not that I'm a drug dealer, but I know I've been around, and believe me, this is the worst. I've never seen anything like it. And I tell the artists that I work with, don't expect anybody to be your friend. They're not going to be your friend. And all I can say is, on the West Coast, man, if you got some friends that you can call your own, you're a lucky man.
For real.
You're a lucky man, because most
we are the home of the hater.
LA is the home of the official haters. And
we are. And I can say that, and any nigga don't like it, I stand on it. We are, and we pride ourselves on this shit. We done found a way to make that. I'm speaking for South Central, because the Bay got at least camaraderie, a silent beef amongst they shit, but you wouldn't know it unless you're from it. But with us, we'll let you know none of us like each other. It's
amazing, because when I first, I only got into rap in 1994. I worked at MOTOWN in R&B. I was an R&B writer and producer for many years. And so when I got into rap, that was in 1994 with Battle Cat and Domino. And we went back that far. But when I started to get into the inner workings of the record industry and saw how evil it is, I said, my God, these people will do anything to get over.
Hey, Yuck, did you see his operative word? He said evil. He
It
didn't
is,
say bad. He didn't say dysfunctional. You know, adjectives go a long way.
My
So,
thing is this:
operative word.
what's the name of his book?
Rema-
Sharks, Demons, and Gangsters. Who's the demons?
Y'all gonna
The
learn
people
on
we
Smoke It
talking
Out Radio.
about right now, the fucking record execs that fuck us over. Period. At the end of the day, nigga, I call it new slavery because music is the new cotton field, and they sent us out, you know, and we pick the cotton, make the
Let me
music,
correct
and
you
they
on that,
make
yeah.
all the fucking money off of us.
Yeah.
It's a loan. It's the worst bank loan you could
Yeah.
ever get.
Yuck,
It's a loan, and you gotta pay it back by the penny, my nigga. It's the worst.
Yuckulus.
You do all the work, right?
Music is the cotton field, but likes is the new crack.
I'm talking about the music game. I ain't talking about this world. I'm talking about the music game.
Yeah.
We are still picking cotton for these big ass conglomerate record labels that's been fucking motherfuckers up for decades.
And let me say this. Now, I got to be very careful with what I say. But when I say this, I want you to read between the lines. Okay. When I got into rap, that was in 1994. Okay. From 1994 until right now, I don't know one rap-dominated station that is totally run by a black man or black woman. All of the major outlets are controlled that play rap music by black artists are not. They make the decisions who to sign. They make the decisions what to play to the black community, and they make the decisions what to sign. There ain't a black man or woman that's got no power, nowhere to do nothing. Ask somebody that's black.
So that's basically the main reason that black empowerment music and stand-up music does not get funded.
Let me ask you something. Outside of J. Cole and Kendrick,
thank you.
What artist do you know that's being pushed that ain't pushing either gang banging, drug dealing, or drug participation in some way?
Or prostitution and hoeing.
And Shepherd.
And
twerking. You feel me?
On my mama.
Now, whose decision is that? When I got into rap, I was told, Stan, don't let any of your artists show their teeth. I said, what? What are you talking? Remember, I'm coming from R&B. I'm not knowing this. I said, what do you mean? Don't show your teeth. They said, Stan, if a rap artist shows his teeth, the sales go down 50% if he smiles. I said, what are you talking about? And then I found out the numbers, and they were right. Anybody from the West Coast, I don't know about the East Coast, but anybody from the West Coast, go back and look and see if you see any teeth.
I'm going to tell you, we loved Ice Cube, and when he made Friday, all that gangster shit, we didn't even, Cube wasn't a gangster no more. When Friday came out, that was out the window. We didn't believe that shit no more. Facts.
You follow what I'm saying? So it's a situation where you look around you and you look what you're dealing with in this business. And I said, okay, so now I got to have my artist not smiling. We always got to be in gangster mode. And they said, yes. Simple as that.
Excuse me, Stan. Kato.
Yes, sir. I'm right here.
Whoever, somebody's banging hella loud.
It's too loud? Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, let them know something.
My bad, y'all. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, man. This is real dialogue going down, man. We can't have niggas over talking to guests, man. Come on, man.
I got to do it.
Yo, them niggas is next to each other. They ain't gotta talk that loud.
My bad. I'm sorry. Is it cool now?
We Gucci. Yeah, them niggas right next to each other. Yeah,
I'm doing a lot. I'm charged to my head and my heart. My bad, y'all.
No problem.
All right. Continue staying my back.
What did I leave off?
No, you're talking about just basically how the shit is designed. You know what I mean? How it's designed to promote this negative vibe. You know, you can't, if you gangster, you can't show your teeth or the sales go down and all that.
Oh yeah. So then I said, okay. So now I start my own record company, which is called Shepherd Lane, right? Okay. Well, I had Battle Cat, I had DJ QUIK, I managed Cocaine, Mossberg, Sugar Free. I broke all of these artists, and I said, wait a minute, how can a guy that's not from gangster rap have hit after hit after hit? You know how I did it? I stayed out of the way creatively. And I let the young men like you guys say, Stan, this is what you should put out. This is what you should avoid. What I'm good at, you guys, is staying in my lane and doing.
That's why it's called Shepherd Lane.
I do what I do, and I just leave it alone. And I really like working with the young guys. I really like to work. I mean, Sugar Free was a guy when he came in, because we bailed him out of prison. And when he came to the label, people were clowning us. They said, Stan, you're going to put out Sugar Free first? I said, my people told me to put out Sugar Free. I said, I do what my people tell me.
Right.
I said, I'm a soldier at heart. I said, so I'm going with that. And so I took Sugar Free, his record, up to Power 106. Well, what people
which record was it, Stan?
If you stay ready.
If you stay ready, okay. Well, let them know. Man, we got the younger people. They really don't know that Sugar Free is the reason that some niggas start standing up to their women.
That's true. So, long story short, I said, yeah, I'm going to put out Sugar Free, and I went to Power 106. But what people in the industry didn't know at that time was that there was a young man by the name of Damian Young. Damian Young was the program director of Power. Well, I also managed Damian. But I kept it quiet. And Damian also was the program director for Hot 97 in New York.
Wow.
So we had nothing but power. So you got to understand something. Just imagine this, you guys. Just imagine coming out with the Sugar Free record, and I walk up into the building and they laugh at me. I put on If You Stay Ready, and they said, what is this bullshit? Oh, I'm sorry. They said, what is this?
No, you can cuss. You can cuss.
Okay.
Talk your shit.
Okay. I said, man, this is my new artist. The people in Compton and Watson and South Central, they tell me this is the shit. I don't know, because at that time I was 55.
Right.
So I'm just on my mission. So they ran me up out of there. And so there was another station called The Beat at the time. And there was a man by the name of Tawala Sharp.
Mm.
And he was over there as the music director. And so I took Sugar Free's music in there, and within 30 seconds, he stopped it. He said, Stan, you got a hit. And I said, would you break the record for me? He said, man, I'll break the record for you. So then the record starts to break. Then I'm getting the calls from Power 106. Stan, we're sorry. We made a mistake on Sugar Free.
Wow.
We made a mistake. We'll play it now. I said, okay, thank you. I said, but there's another condition now. And so he said, what do you mean? I said, you didn't believe in me. You didn't believe in my company, but now I'm supposed to believe in you. Is that correct? And so they said, well, where are you taking this? I said, Oh, well, I need a radio show for my other client who is DJ QUIK. So they gave me a radio show on Power 106 for DJ QUIK, and that was.
And that's when Theo was a DJ.
Yes.
That's when he used to always do them drops for him.
Yes.
Theo did my first show.
No, Theo was at the beat. And so that's
when we switched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see what people don't really remember. This is gonna trip you out. Big Boy, at this time, Power 106 was just coming off of being a dance music station.
On my mama.
Remember, Big Boy was a Far Side bodyguard.
Yes.
Yeah, he wasn't a personality at all.
He was on at 12 midnight. Okay, and I sat with Damien and I said, man, you got to have a different direction for Power 106. I said, man, why don't you bring Big Boy on? The rest is history.
People don't know.
Big Boy shit up.
Blood. Big Boy OG Eastside Blood. Out them villains.
Damien gave Big Boy the opportunity to move up.
Wow.
And so that's where it is. And so, you know, at that particular point,
salute the Big Boy. Like, let's do a little pause right quick for the entertainment.
Yeah, because I want to make sure we get our boy to chop up some of this shit, because some of these fun facts got to be trailers, yeah.
They got to. We got to download it. Yeah. Yo, he's talking so much legendary game. For everybody that's in the building, this is the manager, record label, everything. You know what I mean? He put on Sugar Free, put on DJ QUIK, manage DJ QUIK. You know what I mean? Help Mossberg, help Battle Cat, help Domino, everybody, bro.
Okay.
Really put their motherfucking claws into this shit, man. He talking legendary cloth talk, my G. You know what I mean? Period. For all the youngsters out there that don't know, somebody called you Standard Guitar Man. It's not the fucking Standard Guitar Man from NWA. Don't you ever
that's who signed like that. He signed.
Don't never say no shit like that, people in the chat. Period. But continue, Stan. Sorry to cut you off, but they gotta know how legendary this talk is, man. Because they just think we over here shooting the shit, man. You talking powerful fucking moves, man. Keep talking your shit, man. My bad.
This business is I call it having many tentacles, and you can reach so many people in so many different ways. And like, for example, I had so many death threats on myself because obviously you guys know what was going on with QUIK at that time. And when I came into QUIK's life, there was already a death threat on him. So I was lucky enough to have a relationship with a very powerful man from the rolling 60s. And not talking about Big U. I'm talking about
Kid Rock.
No, I'm not going to say. It's a different.
Okay.
But
because I just want to know, was it the party with the brother that had the car wash on 50-something Crenshaw about 95, 96, and then we can leave it at that. Is that one?
I don't talk, but what I'm going to
yeah.
What I am going to say is that they were nice enough to meet with me, and I was able to ask them if they would support me in trying to bring some peace to this situation, because DJ QUIK, David wasn't involved in that murder with OD that happened. And so QUIK did a song called "I'm Not a Gangster," which explained, you know, what the truth was. And so I asked the people that I knew if we could try to bring some peace, and they were receptive. And I called up Snoop Dogg, and Snoop was down south at the time. And he's such a wonderful person to me. And I asked him if he would come back to LA for one show. And the one show I wanted to put on was, for the first time in history, to put DJ QUIK and Snoop Dogg on stage for the first time. And we did that. It was in Orange County.
I was good friends with the brother that had the business that is no longer with us. So that's why I have a embedded comment about, and you know what I'm saying, that brother was you know what I'm saying. So I understand, and I know what you're talking about, brother. And I remember that thing that, and yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm very
Is that the death row situation that happened at the club?
It's
yeah.
what happened with the big homie Bo D.
Right. Okay.
And we're gonna leave it at that because everything's over, so we can speak on it. So it's nothing in the air about it. So it's history, because when people heard I'm not a gangster, they didn't know what QUIK was talking about. But it was a situation, and that was a big brother. That was a good brother. I was a high schooler, but I was outside at the moment. 95 when I graduated from Kershaw High. So that's why I'm so
You know what occurred.
On my mama.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why, you know,
It was
that's why I thought it was Keita, because that's my low.
Yeah, me and Keita very cool. And matter of
Yeah.
fact, me and Lil
The
Keita.
real LA Dodger face.
Right. And
The district. Shout out.
let me explain something to you just on that. I have an adopted son from the 60s who's a very powerful man. And he keeps me grounded also. I adopted him when he was 16. He is my son. I also adopted another young man out of Watts from Fudgetown. And I love these young men. They're children of mine. They're young men, and I just love these guys, and I'm very protective of all of them. You know, and that's why when I work with people in this business, I get caught up, and I really care. I've just seen too much death.
Yeah, you that guy, man.
Speaking of that,
my first cousin is Bronco from Fudgetown. You that guy.
Me and Bronco are very cool.
You that guy.
Me and
so
Bronco.
is that what made you stop Shepherd Lane, because of the death threats and the drama in the streets?
Yes. We had 18 murders.
Whoa.
And when what happened, Mossberg.
Rest in peace, Mossberg too.
Yeah, it was so screwed up because Mossberg told me, he said, so you must understand, when I came into rap, little side note, I didn't want to associate with the artist. I was 25, 30 years older than them. So I was only there to do business. I wasn't there to make friends. So anybody who came on my label, they would deal with the other people. And when they got to me, they would say, oh, here's this jerk. But no, bottom line is I just do business, and I do proper business. So I want to have everybody right in what they do for their business. And it just got so bad that I couldn't concentrate on business because of the deaths. And when me and Mossberg were together, he said, Stan, I want to go to Vegas for my 21st birthday. So guess what we did? Me and him jumped in the car, drove to Vegas, and just hung out, man. And we had the greatest time. And I really got to know the young man. It's a 4-hour drive. And, you know, he opened up to me, and, you know, I opened up to him, because I wasn't the type of guy to befriend people, because I'm just a record man, and I'm just set in my ways.
No, you also just a person that can inspire, and then the energy alone, because I can imagine when you go on a road trip with a person, that's when y'all actually talk. And Mossberg is I'm a younger version of that, brother, but I'm glad you said something, because I had a question for that. Yuck, I just want to get this off one time, because I knew I had a Mossberg question. Honestly, no politics. Excuse me, y'all. I've been drinking beer. Where do you think Mossberg would have been lyrically and figuratively if his early demise at a bullshit dice game didn't happen? And like talent wise, and because Mossberg was one of our ones, like we kind of was like, when Big came out, we was gonna sit cuz on Biggie. Like, that was our guy.
You know what's the trip? That is exactly what we were feeling because everybody on the West Coast was saying, man, first of all,
Yeah, whatever hood you was from, we like, nigga, we got Mossberg for 200. Nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And then when I saw Mossberg, how cool he was as a person, but you know, not too many people were going to knuckle up with him because he was a big guy. You know
big,
what I'm saying?
dark, angry, and smooth and nice.
Yeah, I mean, just a great guy. And then I get the call that, you know, he was killed, man, and it was just too much. And then I have my main bodyguard.
Hey, yeah, it was a Nipsey type of thing because it was so inner hood. You better shut the fuck up because it ain't got nothing to do with you type shit. So that was our first taste of that type of shit. But since he didn't get to the pinnacle, it didn't have the effect. But not to get off subject, my bad. Yeah,
No.
Nah, rest in peace, Mossberg. Like that, this need to be said. Period.
Yeah.
This is history, bro. Period.
Yeah, he was an incredible young man. And when I got that call, you know, he told me he was dead, man. It broke my heart, man. And because I had just lost my number one bodyguard. He from Compton. His name was Vince, and he was killed internally. There was like I managed Mob James also, right? And so Mob at that time, all the guys at Death Row, I was cool with most of them. You know, I didn't know everybody, but the guys that I knew, we were cool together. And man, just to have all those guys dead, you would think they would be killed by the opposition gang members, but they were killed internally. 11 of those guys, every time I turned around, they were getting killed. You know what I'm saying? And it got to the point, man, I have to tell you, I'm not no tough guy. I'm a civilian. I was worried. I was worried, man. And then they
your life is being threatened at the same time also.
Yes, every damn day I would go pick up my phone. It was the opposition looking for QUIK, saying that they were going to kill him and me. And then the worst thing happened. A very dear young lady was killed that was in our camp. And we were at the funeral. And the Crips came to kill me and QUIK at the funeral.
Whoa.
In Inglewood. And they came from all different directions. And I remember it like it was yesterday as we were running out the church because there was gunshots going off. Shipper Free, I was driving and I was driving a van. And I slung the door open and Sugar Free dove in the van and we drove through the gunfire.
Whew.
So it's like one murder after the next. I mean, people were just dropping, and so I knew it was going to be me next. So I just said, man, it's not good. It's not good.
All money ain't good money, man. That shit ain't worth it.
No, it wasn't worth it for me.
Mm-mm.
You know, because that was I stayed at Shepherd Lane for 11 years. So
Stan, can I have a question for you? By you being such a love man from the other race, and then there was another hard body movement going on with NWA. What did y'all ever cross paths with business or with Jerry Heller type of thing?
No.
Y'all never been like.
No. I
want to cut you off, but I asked this because a lot of LA brothers always used to wonder how Compton has such a split, but QUIK and E never worked together really, except for Pinhouse Player Click and when the Death Row shit kind of so we was always confused being from Los Angeles because Compton is like Brooklyn and LA is like Harlem. So we don't know what they doing over there, but we know they are our hip hop. South Central niggas don't want to admit it, but our hip hop come from Compton. Far as the thing, and I was just wondering, how did that split, or was it a split between you being a gatekeeper and the other gatekeeper?
Personally, I did not know anybody over there at that thing. I started working with Cocaine after he left.
Shouts out to Cocaine.
Yeah,
My mama.
yeah, and so I just focused on what I was doing. I didn't know what they were doing over there. It wasn't my business, and I stay out of stuff.
Right.
I learned to do that very quickly.
Man, listen, man. I've been in LA since what, 96, man. And I know all the, you know what I mean, movers and shakers out here, from the robbers to the boys with the money. And I never participated in no gangbang. I'm from Oakland. We don't gangbang in Oakland. And a lot of artists, you know what I mean, they're infatuated with the gangbang life. They're infatuated with all that. And they're people that's just squares, you know what I mean? And they become an artist, they become popular. Then they come to LA and they, you know, get down with these gangs, these big gangs. You know what I mean? These gangs are ruthless. You know what I mean? And they don't know. You know what I mean? They think it's a game. Oh, I'm a blood, I'm a Crip, but hey, that shit come with some real street activity, man. And you could be the one to get fucked over. Period.
It's
It ain't no loyalty in the game. It's no loyalty in that shit. Period.
it's no, there's not. And I was lucky enough to be surrounded by shot callers who didn't let anything happen to me. And that's the only way that I survived, because if it was not for Lee Ford, I couldn't have done what I was doing. And there was, I'll just put it like that. It's so evil. Compton is a different world.
Yes, and everything's across the street.
And it's not only that. It's like when Compton puts a spotlight on you, when the streets put a spotlight on you, it's not good for you. It's not good for you at all, because they are silent killers.
It's not a shiny city like the Crenshaw district.
No, I've been in rooms where, I hate to say it, where murders were planned, and it shook me to my soul to think that I knew a person that was going to be dead at the end of the evening, and that person was at home doing whatever they were doing. It didn't know their life was about to end. And that stuff, it just destroyed me, and it made me very, very hesitant to get involved with anybody, because I heard the scheme, and when I heard the scheme, I couldn't believe it. They had gotten a beautiful Hispanic woman and a beautiful black lady, and they gave them encyclopedias to sell with the boards and everything. And so when they knock on the door, if a guy answers the door, he's going to see two beautiful girls with
education in mind.
Exactly. And so he opens the door, and then that's it. That's the end of the subject. So,
I know you're up on the land on this, but is it sometime you heard some of those plans and you kind of wasn't in disagreement?
No, I'm a God-fearing man.
You ain't got to sell no at 20-something. Was you God-fearing?
Yeah, I was in the military, and I got hurt, and I've always been, I'm not going to say a chicken, but I've always been very scary, and that's why I became very dangerous, because I would shoot you if you do something to me, if you even looked like you were going to try to do something. I come from the south side of Chicago, and I gangbanged for 22 years.
So you don't think some of those victims would deserve it? You heard the plan. You heard the reason. Sometimes you wouldn't be like,
Kato, man, this is not Balad TV, man. Don't answer that dumbass question. He played too much. That's some comedy shit right there. Don't answer that shit. Stick to the script, man. This nigga trying to balad you out.
No,
don't shoot on me.
Stan know where I'm coming from.
No, I don't.
So Stan's supposed to say, hell yeah, that was supposed to happen, man. You know what? I was there when it happened.
We don't even know what happened or who. So what the fuck is Vlad? Ain't nobody even know what the fuck he talking about. I'm just saying, sometime if it was a plan, he said he sat in the room. Now he said ain't nobody know nothing about nothing. Me and you ain't learned shit. I just want people to know that Stan was with the business at one time.
Call me out, don't shoot on me.
The Stan said it.
Well, I was just in the room. I would never, all I'm saying is that I've heard of plans being hatched, and that
no disrespect. Like you said, I'm on some comedy shit. No disrespect.
Yeah, no, that's why in my life, I was very, very worried because we had gunners after us. These were not guys that'll walk up to you and slap you or something. These are guys that'll kill you. And I know them. I see them. I hear them, and I'm around them. I can be in it, but not of it. And that's what happened to me. And that's when I had to go because I knew it was too violent, man. It was just too violent. And
gang banging is violent. That's why I never did it. Gang banging is violent as fuck. Period. The streets is violent.
It seemed like the industry shit was killing the streets off.
I know the streets is violent, but gang banging is a whole different type of violence, nigga.
It's a whole different thing, and it engulfed the record industry to such an extent that it changed lives. For example, there's a man's life that I saved that you probably know of, and he's from New York, and his name is Hank Shockley.
Public Enemy.
Public Enemy's producer. He probably doesn't know this, but I'm going to say it right now. He nixed a deal that I had done at MCA with a rap artist out of Fudgetown. I had done a $300,000 deal, and he came in, Hank Shockley, and basically cut the deal down because he found out that I was attached to Compton. And at that time, that was 97, 98. And that's when the New York, LA thing was really bad, right?
Right.
Well,
right after Biggie died, it got real heated.
Yeah. And
yeah, we were jumping on all kind of niggas.
I mean, it was just kind of wild because it was just that time. And so when he nixed the deal, I said, whoa, you got to explain something to me, right? And he didn't. He went back to New York, and I called month after month, and I finally gave up. And I went back to the artist from Watts to tell him the bad news. And so he was very understanding. He knows the record business. So fast forward. Okay. There was a restaurant in Hollywood on Melrose that used to be owned by the basketball player Norm Nixon. And it's where everybody used to go. Okay, I forget the name of it right now.
What year is this?
97, 98, 99, up in there on Melrose Avenue. I can't remember the name, but long story short, after 3 months, I'm in there with the guys from Shepherd Lane, and there was 4 Pyrus, and there were 3 Crips from Watts. And in walks Hank Shockley. And I said, oh, wow, I get to talk to this dude straight up, right?
Right.
So he walks in with 2 guys. So he goes over to the bar, and I walk up to him. I said, hey, Hank. He says, hey, Stan, how you doing? I said, man, I've been trying to reach you for a couple of months about the album deal. Man, why didn't you call me back? He said, you mean the singles deal, huh? I said, no, I have a $300,000 album deal memo.
Motherfucker.
From your West Coast vice president. He says, well, we have to revisit that. And then
revisit me.
He says, when he said that, then I guess his buddy got kind of upset, and he came in front of Hank, and he said, man, this is some after work shit. I don't want to hear your fucking mouth. No more. Well, unfortunately, my bodyguards, who were Samoan, and none of them were under 300 pounds.
And not receptive to bullshit.
And they weren't receptive to anything like that. And they saw what was going on, and they started to come over to Mr. Shockley. So I got in front and I asked them to stop. And then I turned back to Hank Shockley and I said, my guys have maybe got a couple of, maybe 2 minutes. So you've got to get out of here. I said, I can't hold them back. I said, so you probably got about 2 minutes, because they're behind me saying, man, get out the way, Stan. So I escorted him and his buddies to the car, and they left, right? But what I didn't know was that the other 2 cars that were with us in our entourage, they saw what was going on. So they followed Hank Shockley's car.
Pull up, nigga.
Real LA shit.
On my mama.
As they're following his car, he gets to I think it was the Four Seasons, and I get a call back. They said, we're going to clip him now. And I said,
like a toenail.
I said, please don't do it. He said, Stan, we got these niggas right here. I said, no, please do me a favor. Just please leave. And so they did, right? Do you know what this man did? Hank Shockley called me that next morning. Now he didn't know anything that went down.
None of the dynamics.
He didn't know his life and his 2 partners' life was almost over. And he called me the next day and asked me to come to MCA. I go up to MCA, and he had all type of security people and cops waiting for me. And he says, this is the way I have to negotiate with Stan Sheppard.
Now he got you just looking fucked up.
I'm looking all messed up. And so I was with my cousin, and I just said, man, let's go. And I walked out, and then I went back to tell my people that the 300,000 was definitely gone. There's nothing they could do to get it. And that even made them madder. And plans were hatched to get the dude in New York.
Ain't that a bitch?
There's a large red factor throughout New York. And there's a large blue factor. We're tight with all of them.
And that's a cold thing to speak on. I know Yuck got something to say, but by you saying that, I definitely tripped off that, because I'm personally involved.
Just understand something.
This me being signed to rap a lot. I know how the mob move when niggas gotta move. Period. When it comes to that industry bullshit. You know what I mean?
It's
like they was playing with J Prince Publishing. Ja Rule and them was playing with that publishing, man. He get that publishing now.
Sorry, man.
He get that publishing now, man. Made them a deal they cannot refuse.
You know, people.
That's weed on you.
People always say to me, Stan, you have no feelings.
Something.
You have no heart for these people in the business. No, I don't.
I'm on my podcast.
Because they cutthroat.
They're cutthroats.
They'll fuck you over, Stan. They done kicked you out the office with security and shit, and you are their ear to the streets, and you're taking a risk for them. These executives and these fucking program directors or whatever the fuck they are, A&Rs, they're not out in the streets really getting the people. It's people like you that really grow these and really know what the fuck ear to the streets, and you bring the talent to these big ass record labels and make them the motherfucking money.
And you know what? That's what pisses me off.
Try more. Then a little bit more.
Mute
I
your
gotta have him cut it down right quick.
Kato, just mute your shit. You can always mute. Push mute.
Yeah, you're right. My bad, y'all.
Nigga, we ain't gotta hear your whole conversation. Just mute that shit.
Yeah,
boom. Stan, what up?
What I was going to say is that when you deal with these types of people and you deal with these types of corporations, you can't be nice. They don't want you to be nice. They don't know. They think you're fooling them when you are. So,
Right.
for me, just for me, when it comes to business and any artist that I work with, I am not anybody's friend.
Mm-mm.
Now, let me explain one more thing to you, and that's about these major record companies. Are you guys into sports
Yes.
at all?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna give you a 2-minute education. Here it
Yes.
goes. Okay.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yup. If I gave you and Cato, and you were head of university, and if I gave you $1 million, just follow me on this, and I tell you to bring me 10 albums, I'm gonna give you 100,000 for each piece. Okay. Now you bring me 10 albums, right? Let's just say we're gonna wholesale them for $5. Let's just say that. Okay. 9 of those albums could sell 0, but one just gold album at 500,000, you've tripled your money. And that's not even on the publishing aspect of it. So I'm saying that to say major record companies are not smart, they're dumb, but they triple and magnify their profits based upon the ignorance of Black artists. Black artists don't know how to protect their stuff. So now, if you were into sports and you went to bat 10 times and struck out 9, I don't think you'd be kept on the team.
Facts. Facts.
But now with one album out of 10, and now I've tripled my money.
Oh, my mom.
And you still on the team.
And I'm still on the team. And one hit guarantees an A&R guy's job for 2 years.
Facts.
One hit. Now, tell me who in Black music can sign a check from a major label without getting it cleared by the legal department. I'll give you the answer. No one.
None.
Nobody.
Nobody got a blank check.
Label, you gotta go through levels to get your money. If it's over $10,000, you gotta go through levels of clearances. This is
every time I got to advance some Virgin Records, I had to talk to legal, the lawyer.
That's right.
Period. It comes through the lawyer. The executive, Eric Brooks, he said, hey, give you up $50,000. Eric ain't cutting that check until it go through legal. Legal say, hey, we'll come pick the check up right here at the lawyer spot. Period.
So
even though the executive, Eric Brooks said, hey, let's do it. It didn't happen when he said, let's do it. I had to go through weeks and weeks of litigation with this goddamn lawyer and narrowing numbers down and see what I need to recoup and what I didn't recoup and this, that, and the third, and what I sold and didn't sold and what they can give me and what they can't give me. All that shit is they don't just give you money, nigga. You got to be worth the money that they're giving you. They got to know that they're getting it back. As
we say in the record business, you're a liability until you're an asset.
Until you're a fucking asset. Period. Straight up.
I don't care what you are. I don't care who you're saying it to. I don't care what you've done. All I care about is, as we used to say, did your record cross the counter? Did someone buy it? Other than that, I don't care about you. I never tried to be friends with people.
Right.
I didn't want to be friends with people because I know the record business doesn't allow true friendships like that with powerful people. They don't do it. And I've been doing this for so long, I know everybody and what they're doing. And if I don't know you personally, the attorneys I deal with, or the people on the street know you. You can't hide from me.
Right.
That's why the major labels, when they see me coming, oh shit.
They scram like roaches with the lights on.
We can't lie to this motherfucker. We can't fool him. No, so, you can't.
Quick question, Stan, not to cut you off, man. You're going into deep dialogue that everybody need to hear right now in the game, because they think that signed to major record labels are peaches and cream. It's an ugly game. It's a fucked up game, man, period. And unless you really sell some fucking albums, you can get dropped as soon as you got signed, you get dropped. So that shit ain't guaranteed. But the question that I always ask, and I know that what you even saying that no black people is running these companies, why we don't have, like, we got so many black billionaires. Why don't they come together and then start their own distribution, manufacturing, digital, the whole nine? Like, what's stopping them?
Well, first of all, here I go again. I'm so sick of black ineffectiveness.
Bingo. You see? Everybody just want to get a check. That's it.
Okay, it's like this. Black folks don't need nothing from nobody. But all we do is beg. Can you give me this? Can you give me that? Can you help me with this? I'm so sick of seeing non-black people control black music.
I said this.
You can't get signed. Look at the biggest labels out there. Who's one of the hottest labels right now?
Universal Music Group.
Okay. Tell me
UMG.
Tell me what company?
It ain't got no. I think they got what, Silver Jerome up there, but she don't own it.
No, she's over at Sony.
Everybody can be black with us.
But my point is, you've got all of these rap artists over at Universal. Nobody black except the attorneys are making moves. You follow what I'm saying? They are the ones that are making moves, and they are putting the people in the positions that they want. It's not because of quality.
But what can we do? What can we do though?
I can't hear you.
What can we do? Our hands are tied like this.
Our hands ain't tied, man. Niggas is being fucking, like he said, everybody want a handout. Instead of just going to do it and get it yourself, fuck the handout. Everybody put their minds together, put their grind together, and then we can shine together. Period. Who's doing all the crumbling in the background?
I don't know. I ain't got nothing on or nothing. I ain't got nothing.
Who's eating?
The audio is bad.
No, I don't know, because I ain't got nothing on, no extra shit. I got to plug it
up. Nah, that's see, when you start talking that shit, they start giving you little tweaks and shit. When you start going deep about that shit, boy, shit start tweaking and glitching and shit. You hear that noise?
Yeah, we all got a bag of
chips.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna do again. All y'all push mute again. Let's see if that works.
That was Stan shit.
It was your shit.
Yeah, that was Stan shit, man. They fucked Stan up. He was giving us too much game. He about to tap back in.
Damn, that really happened.
Yeah, no, when you start talking too much shit, they will clip you. Ain't nobody move
shit. Ain't nobody doing shit. And it just
bro, they will clip you, my nigga. You didn't know?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it online, but yeah, I knew.
Man, they will clip you. You get to talking that shit. Now we talking about black ownership and record labels. Now all this shit.
Nigga.
They talking too much shit. They trying to wake them up. They talking about twerking and shit and killing each other, and yeah, they want to wake.
They gonna cut the audio up for us. Our shit gonna be EQ. We talking about that shit.
Oh my god, you hear the little Pac-Man shit? So like,
yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm looking around because I'm always the fuck up, so I'm looking like, no, not this time.
But somebody just tapped in on our shit with pure bubble gum. They was chewing hella bubble gum.
The rap police. Certain words probably triggered to UWAP.
I don't know, man, but that we gotta get a Stan back up in this. Yeah, Stan thing was freezing. It was his session. It was his hookup. But man, Stan started going deep, man. This is legendary, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. Stan about to tap back in once he get his frequency going. Kato, I appreciate you, bro. I know you in the middle of an epic album with you and TriStar. Shout out to my nigga Tribe, mate. You feel me? Real.
He in there leaving all the spots open for me. You know, we like Red and Meth anyway. I'm Red, he Meth. I know to just come with the energy and the punchline. Cuz gonna do the bars, and we have fun with it. That's all it's about.
What's the name of the album?
That's what we're gonna ask the fans to name it, because we're gonna do the I don't want nothing corny, but I want one of them one-word albums like this, where it's like the Doop or something.
I know y'all better have Corrupt on this motherfucker.
No, ain't no features. It's me and that nigga and like me and Try. It's not a YA or Entourage album. It's not with the group. It's me and him. Like you and J Hood, nigga.
Oh yeah, I should call Savages.
Yeah, we
stand and tap back in so we could.
It ain't a group album. It ain't all everybody. But if they do something, it's cool. But organically, we putting our shit together because we high school buddies, and so we got a lot of vibe. Our vibe is just different when we do the shit together. You feel me? It's like Ralph Tresvant and Johnny Gill.
Stall me out.
Stall me out. Don't beat your Sean up.
So look, Stan,
don't bid on me.
Stan is deep into in the Chicago youth. You know what I mean? So he's trying to, really help the youth out there with all that, shooting and reckless murder and shit. You know what I mean? Going down. So he actually got his feet on the ground out there in Chicago too. So when he get back up in here, we're gonna talk, about the programs and the the things he's doing for the youth out there to keep them out the streets and keep them guns out their hand. You feel me? A real Chicago advocate that comes from the cloth of that shit. You know what I mean? And like he said, he adopted kids. Like he really adopted some of these kids and helping paying their rent, their bills, all the shit until they able to get their job. You know what I mean? Through COVID, helping motherfuckers, families and shit. So he's really a pillar in the neighborhood in Chicago, man, just like how he was out here in LA, man. So we definitely gonna get Stan back up in here and let him touch on the youth that he's dealing with personally. You know what I mean? They trying to say Stan now black. Eric Amelia, get the Eric. Yeah, have you ever?
Oh, because he said nigga. They heard nigga a couple of times, so they kind of hot.
Who?
I know what they talking about. The fans heard nigga.
Oh, heard him say nigga? He's not white.
I ain't say well. I'm saying what they tripping on is they heard nigga.
He's a light-skinned nigga.
That's what fam talking about. They heard nigga.
He looked the same color as Percy, my nigga.
They don't know that, but I know what she tripping on.
A white man with hair like that? I ain't never seen a white man with nappy hair. Man, come on.
I mean, but I fuck with my whip.
Motherfucker, man. Stan, they said you white. Niggas out there motherfucking mind.
I didn't hear you.
Man, the motherfucker said Stan is white. With a high top fade, a great high top fade. Y'all motherfuckers crazy as this bitch. There you go.
Hello.
Yep, there you go,
we right here, bro. Yeah.
Let's get him back in the middle.
Yeah, I ain't shit.
Hello.
Stan, so you got a lot of things going down in Chicago with the youth. Stan, you hear us?
Hello.
His audio ain't right yet.
Oh yeah, let's get his audio.
You gotta get his audio right.
Right. They still fucking with him, Kato. They fucking with our get down, man.
Y'all, the goddamn regime gang, the goddamn chat room, y'all stick into the interview and listen to the cadence of it, cause we're not gonna do that on this interview. I want y'all to stick to the cadence of it, y'all.
Kato, hold it down. He about to tap in. I gotta use the bathroom.
I just want y'all to. I'm just asking for the chat room to give him a fair shot, and I ain't never asked this before, and you don't have to. I'm just asking. Because I'm pretty sure he informative enough to give you the reason why. Stan, I feel y'all.
Stan, you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Give me a shot, y'all, please.
Yep, I hear you.
Cool. Yeah, I'm sorry. There was something wrong on our end, but I'm sorry. I think we got it corrected now.
Nah, hey, just know when you start talking that shit, they gonna blurp you. You know they gonna blurp a motherfucker when he give too much knowledge.
It's a wild world. I'll just say that. And also, it's like when I deal with rap music artists, I gotta say this right because I don't want to come off wrong. I just really feel that rap artists should take the time to learn about their craft and to learn about how you make money in the record industry and how you can lose money in the record industry.
I
And
want
it
you to
has
say
to
that
be,
again. Say it twice,
pardon me?
that part. How you can make money at, because see, I think we should be more knowledgeable on how to lose it before make it, because once we make it, we lie dormant with the hustle. We need to learn how to lose it first, and maybe that'll show us not to even lose anything, period.
That's a way you could look at things, but it's like this. What I've always said, I look at different cultures. And when I look at the different cultures, I look at the black culture. And there's so much we have to offer. And we're always begging, like I was saying before. We're always in a hand me down, help me type of situation. And Yuck was talking about, and you guys were talking about the distribution aspect. It's never going to happen. You know why? Because black folks can't get together. I'm
I want to
just
say one.
telling you the truth.
Let me give you
Now,
one
let me
second
say one
because
more thing.
okay, yeah. Say it. Because I want to make sure these chat room motherfuckers understand where you coming from before they get the hot mouthing. Tell them, Stan. They blurred them again? I can't even hear you now.
Oh, as soon as he started spitting that game.
Damn.
Bro, that instant blur the belly, my nigga.
Because I'm trying to tell the chat room, calm down. He giving us the shit because you can't get mad that it ain't the fucking lie. Damn.
Hey,
y'all
man.
y'all
Black
witnessing this
people,
shit.
that's, man, why we hate each other so much. If we didn't hate each other so much, niggas could come together and make a shitload
Here we
of
go.
money, my nigga.
Hurry up and get it off, Stan. Hurry up, go.
Okay, let me tell you this. I am very good friends with people in New York that are with one of the major crime families that you probably heard about. I'm not going to name that either. But
Please don't. Please don't.
no, but long story short, I was told point blank, Stan, you know why we don't give a F about black folks? And I said, tell me. They said, because y'all don't give a damn about yourselves. And we see it from afar. So why should we help you when you won't want to help yourself?
And the first thing, Stan, somebody will want to get mad at you. And then everything, facts ain't racially charged, whether it's on the benefit of whatever color. Facts are not racially charged. What's racially charged is some of the energy that might come behind why certain shit is a fact, but what you said was a fact. And we have people in the I said that because people in the chat room, like earlier when you was expressing something, you said nigga. But me and Yuck didn't get offended because we understand the cadence and the thing, but the people on the fans don't. So when you was off, I had to defend that. But then
first of all, I'm half breed, so I am not a white
that's what
boy.
Yuck said. But I'm just explaining to you the chat room thing. Because we was over squabbing for you when we was off.
Hold on, nigga. If Fat Joe can say nigga 1,000 times, nigga, we got to show a Fat Joe in a couple weeks.
Like you said, Yuck. Like you said, nobody knew he was half breed. That's what I'm saying. But Yuck, you said it, Yuck, and he just said it. We didn't know it.
Now you know.
My bad, y'all. I'm just want to make sure the chat room know. Fuck all that. Get the message. Stop getting off track with bullshit.
But that's the hater. That's the devil. See, when the devil see a motherfucker really trying to build,
and God got niggas that'll knock the devil down. So I'm going head up with the devil, and y'all listen to the message. Fuck all that bullshit.
Yeah, fuck the devil, man. The devil gonna get mad, man. The devil hate when a motherfucker try to unify. Hey, man, and tell the truth. What he's saying is a motherfucking truth. Black people hate each other more than white people hate black people.
Thank you, big. More than
any motherfucking racist motherfucker in the world can hate black people. We hate ourselves more than that.
Let's not get offset about bullshit.
Nigga, we done killed each other more than the KKK has ever did, nigga. Period.
Keep going, Stan.
So we hate each other more than any motherfucker that hate each other. I mean, that hate black people. We do, ourselves. We hate to look in the mirror and see another motherfucker like us doing better than us, nigga. Period. And get mad and want to kill us. We don't even know this motherfucker.
Let me tell you something.
Because a nigga got cars, bitches, money. He's popular. You want to kill him and shoot him. That's how much we hate each other. But let the next race, they get popular and have bitches and money and shit. We don't give a fuck about the Asian man that's getting all
everybody can be a nigga but us.
Hold on, this Asian man getting all this Bitcoin money, these Indian motherfuckers getting all this Bitcoin tech money and shit, riding around in Lamborghinis and motherfucking McLarens and shit. We don't give a fuck about them, but let your brother come with a McLaren or something. You man, who the fuck? What the fuck, nigga? Let's set them up. Let's line it up. Right?
Let them get that off for their purple.
It's like this. I live on the south side of Chicago, right? And I pass death every friggin' day. I'm talking about, they talking about old block. I'm sitting here with my homie right now. His name is ESCDs.
What's going on?
And I'm sitting here with Fatality.
Hey, what's up?
From the south side.
A lot,
man, I'm out here in the field. I'm out here with the GDs. I'm out here with the BDs. I'm out here with the Stones. I'm out here with the Vice Lords. I am not a dude that sits up here and talks and don't act. I've always acted. And I'm going to continue to act. At 70 years old, I'm still doing it. Because I love my people. And I want black folks to win. And I'm tired of the bullshit that people keep putting out some weak ass, I can't do this or I can't do that. Yo, let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something. I'm focused with all of the gangs that I just mentioned, that we're going to build 2 community centers, one on the south side, one on the west side. And we're going to teach young black folks how to do music production, sound engineering, graphic design, computer coding, everything. And it's going to be multi-million-dollar facilities. And we're going to get it done. And it's going to be done off the backs of independent people, because guess what? The majors don't want to help me.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to help me, but guess what? There's been 660 murders. Did you hear me?
Damn.
660 murders on the south side and west side. This year, and it's not even November yet.
COVID ain't even took that many motherfuckers.
3,500 people wounded this year. Now, let me tell you another fact. Because, I'm mad. Because I see death too much. And I'm pissed. Because every time I call these record companies, Stan, here you come. Bring us some killers. Bring us some drug slingers. But now here you come talking this goody stuff. No, we don't want to help you like that. Stay independent. That's what I was told. Well, guess what? I'll stay independent. And I know some people in the rap community are going to see what I'm doing, see what we're focused on doing to help these young brothers and sisters out here.
And that's what I'm talking
and
about.
We're going to get this built. We're going to get these places built. There's got to be some hope, you guys. There's got to be some hope. I seen death in Compton. I seen death on the south side, and I'm sick of seeing death. I don't think a lot of these people have seen brains blown out.
Give it to them, Stan.
I don't think a lot of people have seen a last breath. You think this is a game out here? These little white kids and all these little jumping around thinking they're gang banging? Man, you ain't gang banging. Shut up and go home. That's what you all need to do. Or I'll put you in the room with some real gang bangers and see how you function. I'm sick of it.
You can get 12 in the box or 6 in them rocks. How you want to lay down?
Everybody's killing everybody. Even my man right here. These two young men are from different factions. They're from different factions.
Yuck, what's going on? What's Kato? What's going on? How y'all
What's
feeling,
up, little
man?
one?
What up,
Yes,
bro?
sir. Salute. Man, I'm from the east side. I'm go by ESCDs. I've been fucking with Shep for a few years, man. He just peeped the talent and we've been locked in since then. It's cracking out
What
here though.
state,
Like
what
you said,
state you out of? What state you out of? What
In
state you out of?
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago, east
Say
side
that
of
shit.
Chicago.
And what's ESB? Because I'm not sure. What's ESB?
Yeah, I'm from east side of Chicago. I go by ESCDs.
What's that stand for? Let them know.
East side crazy. My bad. East side crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's fatality. It's the producer. You know we on our dreams.
What's up with y'all?
But y'all unifying that
Make
shit
sure I
though, right?
pronounce it right. That's all. Just want to make sure I pronounce it right, y'all.
But y'all
What'd you say?
unifying that shit, man, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one love.
Y'all showing that niggas could come
I
together, put
mean,
their heads together
it's
and make
coming
some cheddar,
together.
right?
It just take more than just unifying. It really take work with that. But yeah, it's coming together slowly. Shit, just take more business,
All right, I'm gonna keep
more
it a buck, my
opportunity.
nigga. The politics
And
that
that's
go
what
down in my neighborhood, niggas is dying from shit that happened in the 90s, and we still can't stop it. You know what I mean? Like
I mean,
it's
that's
beef,
going
so
on too.
it's gonna
But
take
shit,
some
now
niggas
it's
to
new
really
problems
like
being
squash that
created.
shit. That got niggas just killing each other back and forth. You know
yeah,
what I mean? The OGs,
yeah.
even Larry Hoover got to get out of jail. Somebody got to come regulate.
But
Let them
ain't
know
no
that it's
yup.
more.
That's the thing, G. Ain't no OGs. You know what I mean? Your OGs trying to fit in. They trying to blend in with the young niggas, and that's where the distraction is getting
They calling
distorted.
y'all big bro. They calling y'all big bro now.
You feel me? Real shit.
Y'all
Real
over there
shit.
confused as fuck. Like, nigga, I was about to ask you something till you said that.
Oh yeah, the
Now I
math
know you
messed
want
up.
$40.
Nah, but on the real, like what he's saying is exactly what the government planned, though. You know why it's rapping right now, and Stan could admit this. I know from me seeing the shit when the Reagan era happened in the 80s, nigga, they took all our OGs with the game, all our uncles, all our dads, all our fucking big brothers and shit that had the game, that had the G code. They killed them and took them in jail. Now they left us out to grow up by ourselves and run rapid and learn the shit by ourselves without no real guidelines, no real rules, no real punishment, or no real fucking getting checked for doing stupid shit. You know what I mean? We could just
I
kill
just found out
anybody.
y'all still
Like you
doing
used to have to
push-ups
get
out there.
permission. It had to be a mob call. You couldn't just kill random motherfuckers. Like it had to be a group decision. It was organized crime, and it's not organized crime no more. It's everybody for themselves. It's a free for all, and it's no motherfucking rules no more. When it used to be rules, it used to be a G code, and that shit went to jail and it got killed straight up. And that's what we living with right now. The results of our OGs and all the people with the game that gamed us and laced our boots is dead or fucking in jail. And this is what we dealing with right now, right?
Facts.
Real shit.
Yeah, that's in
Real
Oakland
shit.
too,
Real
bro.
shit.
Period, straight up.
Real shit.
You
Real
know,
shit.
Yuck and Kato, it's like this. I don't think a lot of these young guys have ever smelt gunpowder shots. I don't think they've ever been close to death, or they would stop talking this mess.
Their hands ain't never start sizzling off the little powder part. They hands ain't
Okay,
never.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. And so all I'm asking, and I'm going to put this out there through your show, man, I need some help in Chicago. Bad. I need some real help, just some artists to help anybody that will help us. I can't do this by myself. I can't. And I
Stan,
need some help.
give them a contact where they can reach you at. Young entrepreneurs out there that's ready to put money towards the recreation centers and stuff that you got going
Yeah,
on.
I can be. I'll give my direct number out. It's 818-388-6288. Again, please help me. There are so many people. Kanye, if you could hear this.
818 what?
Michael Jordan, all these people. Man,
818.
I've got 818-388-6288. Understand something. I don't have little nobodies that are helping me in the streets. These are guys from BPS. The man you just talked to is from BPS. The other man is from the other side. All of my guys are hooked up.
Rest in peace, T. Rogers out here in LA.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, I need some help, man. Just please help me. I'm paying for everything. I'm paying for the recording. I'm paying for studios. I'm paying for rent. I'm paying food. I've been doing this for 11 years. And I can't
Nigga
get
like Kanye
any
need to do
help.
niggas like Kanye, Common, all the goddamn Chicago rappers, my G. If you really care about Chicago, Chief Keef, all these niggas, man. All the 400, all the little Dirks and shit. If you really care about Chicago, you all got kids, nigga. Your kids gotta grow up. Everybody got daughters and sons and shit. If you want your daughter and your son to grow up in a fucking peaceful environment and have opportunity, man, invest in what Stan got going on, because this is for the kids to learn coding, to learn computer graphics, to learn studio musician, all types of shit that you don't get in high school and junior high school and fucking elementary. The skills that you could really, the trades that you could leave that motherfucking recreation center and become somebody. Period. We need more shit like this, more programs like this.
And guess what, yo? I got enough good relationships with these powerful young men to have this a gang. Both centers would be gang-free zones. I'm dealing with the people who can do this.
They're decision makers.
I mean, man, I hate to beat you guys in the head with this stuff. Man,
no. This is what needs to be so
honored.
This is what the solution is. Now, we done talked about the problem the whole interview. Now we got to talk about the solution, and this is the solution. And if black people want to unite and come together for a good cause for the kids, this is the solution. Period.
It's a start. Yup. You know what I'm saying? It's a start. You got to start a journey with a first step, man. And all I'm saying, let's take that first step, man. Give me some help. I'm running out of money. I can't keep doing it.
Man, anything I can deposit, I'm
wealthy man. I can't keep doing it.
I'm gonna throw something at it.
And why won't black folks help? Why won't black folks help Chicago? This is the hub of the country.
Question of the night: why won't black folks help Chicago, and why black folks don't give a fuck about Chicago? Like, all that shit is going down, and we ain't sending no help. But let some shit happen overseas in Afghanistan. We ready to get funds together and donations and all these type of, you know what I mean, these earthquake funds, and we doing hella shit for other countries. But when it comes to our inner city problems and our inner city fuck ups, you know what I mean, our inner city traumas and shit that we going through in America, they don't want to pay for shit. Unless it's, of course, a tornado or a fucking flood or something. Okay, man, we're going to help somebody to survive. But other than that, it being a fucking flood, Americans ain't giving no money to nobody else in America. They'd rather send that shit overseas to somebody, and especially black entertainers. And that shit got to stop.
Well, look at this, y'all. Do you guys know about something called T.J. Martell? It's called the T.J. Martell Foundation, right?
Right.
Well, this was started back in the 80s. And he was an executive at one of the major labels, and he came down with cancer and he passed, unfortunately. And they started the T.J. Martell Fund, which the record companies put money into every year. Well, with all this death all across the country, what are the major labels doing to help the inner city? Nothing.
Because they promote the drama.
Come in with an artist is dead. They come in and pay for the funerals, flowers. Go ahead, do what you're going to do. And now you're putting out mixtapes for the next 3 years for this dead man. Now everybody's making money.
The label making money, not even the family. Money.
And so I even called up all of the vice presidents at the major labels and said, listen, I've got All of these young men who are gangbangers that are tired, they're tired of banging, and they want to help me. Do you know what they told me? We can't move on anything this year. We can't. We have to revisit it next year. What? I got to revisit. I
That's
said,
how
do
they
you
feel.
know? Do you know there are 660 people killed? And guess what my friend told me? And obviously I can't say the name. Says, Stan, you're asking. It's like you're asking your enemy to help you. They're not going to help you. They're going to market you. I said, so it's a waste of my time to hit the major labels to try to help me get these centers built in Chicago to give some hope for these young kids. That's a waste of my time. But they can sign some bullshit and put it out talking about you gangbanging. And the next time I see some white gangbangers with a black gang, I'm sick of it.
Whew.
How are you in there?
And we gonna get
How are you in there? And where'd you come from? What are you doing? When I see that shit, and when I see, excuse me, and when I see these artists who come out to LA and let me get on. Get on what? Get on a death trail? Don't nobody give a damn about you and these gangs out here.
That's why every time they come out here, see, LA set them up for the Dulo Twitch. Hey, you can be down with us. This is when niggas start getting home invasions, their house get robbed, they get robbed, laid down. Niggas say, hey, man, they get leaned on, nigga. They thought it was cool. I'm cool. Got
Yeah,
it.
you think it's cool till somebody runs up in your ass.
a selfie at the club will turn your ass to a mission.
Okay, it's as simple
Hey,
as
look,
that. And
yeah,
I'm saying right here, right now, and I stand on everything. I'm passionate about this, man, because, man, I'm seeing blood and death every day. And the last thing I'm going to say about this going to blow your mind. Because when I did this research, you guys, it really hurt me. Now, listen closely. For the last 15 years, in the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq combined, the U.S. service death was 7,037 for 15 years, right?
7,000.
7,000 and some change, right?
Right.
For the last 15 years. Well, for the last 15 years on the south side of Chicago and the west side of Chicago, including the 660 this year that are dead, we're at 8,500. 8,507 black people killed in the last 15 years on the south and west side of Chicago, more than both wars in Afghanistan and Iraq combined. But ain't nobody helping.
Nobody helping. But they want to go to war out there. Come on, man.
But guess what? Guess whose fault it is too? And I'm talking to every black multi-millionaire, billionaire. Y'all should be sick. You ain't helping your people. What are you doing? Oh, you want to get all your money and just put it up under your bed? What are your people?
Big Meat said it
your
best.
People are suffering.
Big Meat said it best, man. Spend that shit. You can't go to no funeral pulling up with a motherfucking bank. Period. You can't take the shit to your death to the grave with you.
They go to the strip club and spend thousands and thousands. You know
Throw
how many
50,000 in
kids
the
got
air. Throw 20, 50,000 in the air. Trying to compete with another nigga.
Bro, we can't. We got rats. We got every type of thing running through these schools on the south and west side. Man, ain't nobody got no money. And then you asking, oh, can't you stop this gangbang? What? Man, desperate people do desperate things. And they ain't got no money. So where's it
So they
coming
gotta survive.
from?
Yeah, they gotta
It's
survive,
coming from
nigga.
the street.
Period.
So where's the other chance for the money to come from? The other chance, I can tell you this, I don't hear nobody here talking about going to college or doing nothing. All these young dudes want to do is try to get into the record industry because they see how fast you can come up.
And that's how
But
they
how
made the
fast you
illusion
come
look.
up,
They
you
wanted the
go
illusion
down.
to look like that. They wanted the fool's gold to work, and it worked. And yeah, real shit just got spit. Give them all
Come
your
on,
hookup.
man. Come
Give
on.
them,
But
give them your
it's up
number
to you
again so they
guys.
can help. I'm a pin
It's up to you guys, the young
on
people.
our live.
Kato, let him continue because he's on a passionate. You know what I mean? He's talking real passionate right now. Let's build after he's
It's
done.
on you guys.
Right.
It's on the you. It's I would say it's on the 30 to 40-year-old black men that can make a difference in this industry. I'm just talking about this industry right now. If you turn on the radio in Chicago from the morning till the evening, it ain't nothing but banging, it ain't nothing but death, it's negativity. Well, what do you think these kids are gonna do? They gonna bang. They gonna do negative things.
Because the music industry is pumping nothing but negative fucking gangbang music.
If I go to a major label with an artist talking some uplifting, man, they'd run me out of there faster than a lion chasing me.
They ain't fucking with you.
They're not messing with me.
No, it will be no more J. Cole. No
Oh
ribs.
man, come on.
No ribs. No rice.
Jay came up under Jay-Z, so Jay let that
I'm
ride.
just saying,
You know,
content
Kendrick
wise,
came up under.
he ain't under that nigga no more. Content wise, he the only nigga that's speaking for the niggas that didn't hustle. And they're not gonna let 2 or 3 of them niggas in. They're gonna run with that one nigga, but it ain't gonna be 2 or 3 of them niggas. He the only one talking for the niggas that didn't hustle.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad you gave me the opportunity to, to really try to put this out to some people to come on, give us some help, man. Come on, man. It's like
Let's do the solution.
there's some powerful people that are probably looking at this, man, and man, just come on,
I'm
man, do
scared
something,
to be
man.
regular.
No, the children are the future, man. Period. Like it's back to what Whitney Houston said. The children are the fucking future, man. If they growing up in a society to be killers and drug dealers and gangbangers and twerkers and fucking OnlyFanners or whatever, what is your daughter and your son gonna grow up to be? I'll wait. They're the next in line. Unless something changed. Something gotta change this shit. And it
Something's got
goes
to
back,
change, bro.
and then
Something's
it
got to
goes.
change, and y'all gonna have. I only got a little more time left on this earth. I'm an old person, but you guys have time, and I'm quite sure you don't want to have your life or your family affected by someone who is desperate, who will come up and blow your head off because he ain't got no opportunity to make some money, or he's in a gang and he's trying to prove himself. Man, that's a dangerous situation. And if we don't give an outlet for these young teens, man, we're going to have some murderers walking around. And you know what? Last thing, and then I'm going to let you go, man. I was talking to a young man the other day. He's with the Gangster Disciples, right? And I said, man, isn't it terrible about what happened to that 7-year-old girl who was killed on the West Side? He said, oh, man, we don't give a fuck about that. And I said, what? And I said, explain yourself to me. He said, man, we want to give them pain just like they give us pain. And if it's their daughter, son, or mama, we don't care. So that's the mentality that you have in Chicago. I don't know about anywhere else, but they will blow your wig off here. And
With your
nobody's
kids.
worried about it. Did you hear what happened yesterday, 2 days ago? 70 rounds were fired in a gang fight between the Four Corner Hustlers on the West Side, right? 70 rounds were fired, no charges for anyone. Do you know why? It was called mutual combatants.
What the fuck is that?
Mutual combatants means nobody's at fault. Y'all are just firing guns, and whoever dies, dies, because who started it, we don't know. So it's called mutual combatants.
And nobody getting
When's the
arrested.
last time you seen somebody killed and 70 rounds fired and nobody's even arrested for disturbing the peace?
Ain't nobody even worried why they got a gun that shoots 70 rounds.
70 rounds, and that was just the 70 rounds outside the house because the other gang faction was inside the house shooting out.
My mama. Wow.
Okay? So what that has shown the gangbangers is, I can kill, maim, and as long as nobody's testifying, I'm gonna get away with it. And they ain't even gonna charge me.
They ain't gonna even pursue the
It's
shit.
mutual combatants. Look that up. I just found it out yesterday.
That's
From my
only in
attorney,
Chicago?
I said, how can they not charge these people? They got them on camera. He says, Stan, they are mutual combatants.
I'm gonna tell you this. That's a cold game because my son went to jail. They try to give him an attempted murder just for shooting in the air. So that's mutual combatants. You could shoot 70 rounds, no attempted murder. Shit gotta drop. Them bullets gotta drop. No attempted,
amazing.
No nothing.
It's amazing. Guys, I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah, man. Be easy, man. We gotta do a part 2.
Whatever you want.
We gotta do a part 2, Stan, man. Thank you, man. Let them know where to get the book at. You know what I mean? Because they definitely can get a lot of game out that book.
It's an ebook only. It's ebook, so it's called Sharks, Demons, and Gangsters. And you can get it anywhere.
On my mom, I'm definitely sharp. I got
Thank you guys so much, man. And
thank you, bro.
And safe evening. And I'll talk to you
Stan.
whenever you want to do the part 2. Thank you
Part
so
two.
much.
Thank you, Stan. What's your social media and the website? Anything that can reach you at?
Well, really, just call me.
Yeah,
just call me.
He ain't with that
Give
bullshit.
that number one more time.
My number is area code 818-388-6288.
Thank you, Stan.
Just call
I know it's getting late out there. Thank you for your time. I know you're doing a lot of things for Chicago out there. You and the artists in the building recording, man. Y'all get back to work, man, and you have a blessed night. Thank you, bro.
Thank you so much, guys.
Be easy, Stan. Yada. Yo, that was Stan in this motherfucker. Kato, that was huge, nigga.
Yeah.
Stan Sheppard.
Shepherd for you.
Yo, man, no Frank Ocean, man. Man just blew my mind, man. Period.
Let me do the outro so I get back to work.
Oh, yeah.
Say your prayers. Say your Bibles. We off that Colado. Stan Shepherd in the building, exclusive, and you better chop this interview up and learn.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's your boy with the most radio smoke. Yep, motherfucking mouth, nigga. Smoke a lot radio. Kato, we out this motherfucker, mate.
Oh, my mama.
Shout out to the whole committee, Shaniqua, everybody, Erica, everybody in the building, the whole nation, everybody. Y'all got a real mild blessing tonight, man. This is how we do it, man. Smoke a lot radio. Shout out to our co-host Simone Taylor out there doing it major. Me and Kato had to hold it down, man. Kato, get back to your work, nigga. Do your thing.
Man, I appreciate you. Love you, big bro.
Love you too, my nigga. We back at it like we never left, nigga. Yada. Smoke a lot radio, bitch. We out. Bye now.